All right, we are here at the DC Democratic Party. They're having their unity breakfast today. It's the same time as our regularly scheduled meeting for the Ward 8 Democrats. And so we said we're just going to go live here at the unity breakfast to give you all a taste of what is happening here, and so you know what's happening back in Ward 8. And so we have the hostess with the mostest here, our very own Barbara Jones from Ward 8. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
You're looking fabulous.
Oh, thank you. You look handsome.
I appreciate that. What are you most looking forward to here today?
Unity.
Tell me about that.
Unity, even though we worked on different campaigns, now it's time to set aside and come together. And I believe in the Democrat Party. And we need to come together because what's happening now. We cannot have any interference in it. We have to have one goal. It's the Democrat, and before the November election, we want Democrat, and for the general election for the president, we want to have a Democratic president, we want to have the House, and we want to have the Senate. So that's why we need to come together.
Got you. Now, you've seen a lot of these type of events before,
Right.
As far as the transitions. How does this feel different to you, and what are you looking most forward to in this one?
It's different.
Yeah, because one of the things you told me was like, because it's a younger generation now.
Right.
This is that Joshua generation we've been talking about.
Right, and you got to pass the torch. But also when you pass the torch, I think the young generation and the older generation needs to work together, because the younger generation may know things that the older generation doesn't know, and the old generation will help the young generation what they don't know. That's why I said it needs to blend and help each other. We got to put all our indifference aside. We got to come together, and the Democrats, I'm rooting for the Democrats all the way. For the Congress, for the Senate, for all over the United States. We got to come together. And this is the nation capital. We should not have no interference. We want to show the other states how we can come together.
Got it.
I believe in democracy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Barbara has been with the Ward 8 Democrats for a very, very long time. And so we know that you know what you're talking about. You've been in this party for a very long time. You've seen the highs and the lows. And so here we are going through another transition again. And it's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, it's going to be, I'm really excited.
Excellent.
It's different. This is going to be a different transition. I really love it.
Cool. Excellent. Thank you so much for talking with us. I may grab you a little bit later and talk some more.
And you know what, first of all, I want to say thank you.
Okay.
For Ward 8, 3 consecutive terms, am I correct?
Yeah, I think so.
You're not leaving, because we need people like you. He's not leaving. We're going to kidnap you. We want you to run again. You are one of the best president of Ward 8 Dems, and also not just the Ward 8 Dem, you are well loved, not well liked, well loved, and very professional, talented in Washington, D.C., and I wish you well.
I so appreciate you. Thank you so much. It looks like we're about to start shortly. I'm going to try to see if I can get one more interview in, but we're going to start shortly. Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. This is Miss Teresa here. Come on over. How are you? Good morning to you. You are here at the DC Democrats, the breakfast. What brought you out tonight? Today, rather. It's today. It's breakfast time.
Besides Wendy Glenn and my sister Carmen McCall, I just wanted to attend to support the Ward 8 Dems as well as Ward 8 in the city.
Yeah.
I do everything for the city.
Yeah.
I'm city and nationally because I'm with the American Legion Auxiliary.
And you've been to a number of these events in the past, right?
Yes, some of them were outside. Do you remember that? That was years and years ago.
It's inside.
I know, it's nice because it's going to be in the 90s and it's cold purple for those of you that don't know.
And that smoke out there.
Yes, and haze.
So great to see you. Thanks for coming and being part of this. Thank you for appearing on our live stream.
Thank you, and I enjoyed it remember, everyone, the fight's not over until the fat lady sings and the last whistle blows. So keep in touch and read all your information.
I think that's great advice. Thank you so much. We appreciate you coming through. All right, all right. So it sounds like we're getting ready to start shortly. We just heard an announcement saying that they want us to take a seat, and we will do just that. But right now, people are still mingling a bit. And so what we will do is have this camera face the stage once the event starts. But for right now, what we're doing is just trying to bring people in for a conversation so that we can talk to them and see what's on their mind. A lot of these folks have been through these events before. Here you see folks who are part of the media establishment here, folks who cover City Hall for a living. You have people here who are part of the Democratic Party present, people who are newly elected to the Democratic Party. If you don't know, there's been a massive sort of switcheroo, if you will, or swing from some of the party members of the past to a brand new party in a sense. And so we're excited. It's an exciting time. And what this event does is it helps to bring unity to everybody. It was a hard-fought campaign. Everybody knows that. But at the end of the day, what we also know is that we have to work together in order to achieve the things that we want to achieve here in Washington, D.C. All right, we are here with
Howard Garrett.
Howard Garrett, you are?
The chair of the Ward 2 Democrats.
Excellent. And so this is my colleague from Ward 2, obviously, everybody, one of our newest elected ward chairs. Tell me about this event, why it's important for Democrats to be involved and to get engaged at this level.
I think as we come into this new administration, it's important that we hear the vision of the new incoming mayor, hear the vision of the delegate, and as Democrats, do what we can do to ensure that we're aligned, but most importantly, get into the community to let our residents know what this new administration is about to come in and what they're going to do for all of our communities to support us, to bring infrastructure, but most importantly, to make sure that every person has a seat at the table. And these conversations, this type of event, especially after a very, what is it?
Like a pretty, really
tough election,
yeah.
competitive.
Yeah.
After a very competitive election, it's important that we come together on one accord to let us know that the election is over. It's time for us to move forward as one city.
Good point. What are you most looking forward to hearing today?
Just the vision.
Yeah.
You know, where can we get involved? Where can us ward chairs, our ward organizations, put our feet on the ground to do our part to make sure that our wards are being heard and we're participating in this process.
Thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you.
All right. This is Howard Garrett, everybody. Ward 2.
Ward 2.
Democrats.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Who are we here with?
Tatiana Robinson. I go by Tati.
Tati. All right, Tati. What ward are you from?
In Ward 7. I've lived in Ward 8, so born and bred east of the river. Yeah.
Excellent. Tell me about this event. What are you most looking forward to?
Good question. I think I'm most looking forward to just the spirit of us being Democrats and honoring the democratic process post-election. As National Committee Woman on the DC Young Dems, it's just very important for me to see just the party come together. The people have decided, so now it's time for us to move forward, to start fresh and anew, and to just get DC what it needs.
Yeah. And what are you most looking forward to hearing today?
I think I'm looking forward to seeing camaraderie, but just hearing the plans, like what plans we have. It's important to strategize and to know what we're working towards, and places like this give us the opportunity not only to come together and unify, but to also hear the future of what the Democratic Party looks like. And I'm also interested in hearing specifically what plans they have for east of the river and continuing to push us forward.
Yes, I am too. I'm looking forward to what they have to say about east of the river and the camaraderie, like you said earlier. Thanks so much for talking with me.
Thank you.
To bring our party together, and I'd like to welcome to the stage our chair of our DC Democratic Party, Mr. Charles Wilson. Give him a round of applause.
Good morning, Democrats. Good morning. It is so awesome to see each and every one of you. My name is Charles Wilson. I have the honor of serving as chair of the DC Democratic Party. Thank you. And on behalf of the entire organization, I want to welcome you to our Unity Breakfast. I would first like to begin by recognizing some of our elected officials and distinguished guests. So some folks are still on their way, but as I say your name, you're here, please rise. Councilmember Anita Bonds? Councilmember Trayon White? And I believe some others are on the way, but I also want to recognize some former council members. I see, Attorney General Brian Schwab. Councilmember from Ward 7, Wendell Coleman. I haven't missed any current council members in the room, right? All right. I also want to recognize some former council members. I see former council member from Ward 7, Ms. Yvette Alexander. And I see former Ward 2 council member, Jack Evans. So, thank each and every one of you for your service. Former Ward 6 council member, Tommy Whittle. Did I miss anyone? Former council member from Ward 5, Harry Thomas. Anyone? I want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. All right. I also want to recognize and congratulate all the current and incoming members of the DC Democratic Party. If you can stand and be recognized as well. The folks that you see standing are the board administrators of the Democratic Party. And please connect with each and every one of them to figure out how you can get more involved with the party. So running for office, organizing voters, and collecting signatures and engaging voters is not an easy job. Everyone who participated in this election should be proud. Their contribution to the party and democracy. This morning's breakfast, the purpose of it is very simple: unity. Today is an opportunity to come together, celebrate the hard work of this past election season, and begin building relationships and partnerships that will carry us forward. While the campaign has ended, our work as a party continues. We share a common commitment to protecting our democracy, advancing DC statehood, defending home rule, and improving the lives of all residents in all 8 wards. As we look toward November and beyond, our success is going to depend on our ability to work together. When Democrats are united, we are stronger, we are more effective, and we're able to better serve the residents that we were elected to serve. So thank you, each and every one of you, for being here this morning. Enjoy the fellowship, enjoy the conversation, and let's continue to build a stronger Democratic Party. Thank you.
Next, we'd like to welcome up Reynolds Allen, a managing director with Dems.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Union Market. More specifically, Station DC, one of the district's newest resources in attracting industry, supporting local entrepreneurs, and preparing DC residents for the jobs that will shape and diversify our economy. I'm Reynolds Allen. I'm a managing director for Dems, where I've had the privilege of leading our work to revitalize the Union Market District, a place with a rich cultural history, rooted in creating opportunity, bringing together diverse communities, and fostering a fiery entrepreneurial spirit. Those are the qualities that we've worked to honor and carry forward to the next generation. Before I begin, I'd like to share that our CEO, Jody McClain, very much wanted to be here to offer these remarks today, but she had a prior family commitment out of town. I want to recognize a number of the council members, executives that are here today. I think there's a little bit of a musical chair, so if I miss anybody, I apologize. Councilmember Fruin, I see you arrived as well. So, Councilmember Lewis George, here, so please please accept our sincere congratulations on your recent victory, and we're honored to have you in Union Market today. We look forward to working closely with you and your team to advance the goals of the district. Councilmember Robert White, thank you for being with us today. Congratulations as well on your recent victory. We look forward to continuing to work with you in your strong leadership as our champion on the Hill. Councilmember Bonds, we appreciate your tireless advocacy on behalf of our businesses and residents. Thank you. Councilmember Felder.
On the whole list.
And I am very sorry if I missed anybody. But thank you all for being here in support of our district, the growth of our economy, the betterment of our city, and looking forward to the path to growth. Former Councilmember McDuffie, it's wonderful to have you here today. Our genuine appreciation for your many years of leadership and service to the district, including to Union Market, which would not have been possible without your vision and counsel since taking your seat as Ward 5 council member nearly 15 years ago. Since then, guiding us to ensure an inclusive community, such as leading efforts to address safety with engagement, not just enforcement, which has seen amazing results, and being a steward of Union Market and Ward 5 in so many ways. For the past 16 years, I've had the privilege of helping guide the revitalization of the Union Market District. It's an honor to do this work in the District of Columbia and to help build a place that creates lasting value for the district and its residents. Bringing this vision to reality has been incredibly rewarding. Today, more than 9,000 people live within just 5 minutes of where we are gathered, an area where no housing existed just a decade ago. Hundreds of affordable opportunities now stand here today. More than 7,000 new jobs have been created, more than half local. Over 200 businesses have launched, including 85 minority-owned businesses and more than 50 women-owned businesses. Over 30 of these businesses have scaled to locations across the district due to efforts to mentor and amplify these local entrepreneurs, creating even more jobs and paths to opportunity for DC residents. Last year alone, many areas saw declines. Union Market welcomed more than 5.2 million visitors, which was 1 million more visitors than the prior year. Generated gains in retail activity, supporting the businesses just mentioned, and contributed more than $70 million in new tax revenues to support the priorities across the district. I mention all this because it's been an outstanding example that I've been fortunate to be part of what a strong public-private partnership can achieve. Through a wide range of initiatives, it's reached deep into the community by providing mentorship, training, and meaningful pathways to opportunity. Along the way, we worked closely with our public partners to expand access, strengthen collaboration, and create lasting impact. And by the way, we're only halfway finished. This 45-acre district still has the opportunity to double in size and double in impact. I remember 16 years ago when we translated the Office of Planning's Council Adopted Vision into an economic impact study. At the time, the numbers felt almost too ambitious to believe. Today, seeing so much of that vision realized is incredibly rewarding. And what's even more exciting is knowing how much more opportunity still lies ahead. None of this would have been possible without the people that I recognized earlier. The leaders who believe in this vision, invested in it, and work together to make it real. The impact that we've created together is something we can all be proud of. So thank you. As we look ahead, we're excited to continue partnering with the mayor, the future mayor, the council, our agency leaders, and our community partners to bring even more housing, jobs, services, and opportunities to the district. We are long on DC. We believe deeply in the district, and we are committed to helping it grow and flourish from end to end. Station DC, where we're gathered today, and the incredible team behind it, will play an important role alongside us in helping drive our economy forward. I encourage you to come back and spend time here, take advantage of everything this team has to offer. It can be as impressive as we are. Thank you again for joining us at Union Market. We look forward to continuing to build both a fantastic community and an even stronger future for the District of Columbia.
Next up, we'd like to invite Christmas Gordon from Monumental Sports.
Yeah.
Thank you, Councilmember. Good morning, everyone. First and foremost, my name is Christmas Gordon III. I'm Vice President of Monumental Sports and Entertainment. Before I continue, I just want to first of all acknowledge all of the council members that are here momentarily calling for my name since the call has established. There are two boards of president out there with Mr. Buckley, not all of them. First and foremost, Councilmember Wendell Felder.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to stream it.
Alexander as well. I have to go back to Ward 7, so I can't forget those. And since I know I am the person that's standing between you all and brunch, I will not be wrong. Now, my dad used to always say that he's a preacher, so you can take that for his word. And so I want to also acknowledge Councilwoman Lewis Georgia. She's on her way, and thank her for the good race that she ran, and congratulate her on being a Democratic nominee for the Mayor District of Columbia.
Amen.
Also, want to acknowledge Ronald White as absence for him, Democratic nominee. Last but not least, also former Councilman Kenyan McDuffie for the wonderful work that he did. On behalf of Ted Jones and Zach Jones and the entire team in Monumental Sports, we want to thank Charles Wilson and the DC Dems for allowing us to sponsor this particular breakfast here at the Union Breakfast. We understand that it's important for everyone to come together. Everyone ran a very great race, we're all passionate about District of Columbia. One of the most important things that comes about is the honor of President Charlie and extension that we need to get together as a city. And I want you all to know that Monumental Sports has everyone here to ensure that the District of Columbia will be successful, the District of Columbia will prosper, and we're here to work with the incoming mayor and incoming council members to ensure that prosperity comes to all people. Thank you very much.
And finally, before we move on to the breakfast, muchly anticipated, we have Troy Presswood, the chair of the Ward 8 Democrats.
So I've been asked to give the invocation so that we can do what? So what I'm going to ask you all to do is to ground yourself and to quiet your mind. Gracious God, God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far, along the way on this journey. Gracious God, we gather this morning with grateful hearts, thankful for the opportunity to serve, to lead, and to stand together as Democrats committed to the people of the District of Columbia. We thank you, Lord, for every candidate that answered the call to run for office. It takes courage to place your name before the public,
to share your vision, and to dedicate yourself to the service of others. Today, we honor not only those who were successful at the ballot box, but also those willing to serve, to strengthen our democracy. Every campaign mattered. Every voice contributed. Every person here has a role to play in what comes next. So Lord, remind us that elections determine nominees, but they do not determine our shared purpose. Today is not about victory or defeat. It's about unity. It's about recommitting ourselves to one another and to the values that brought us into this movement in the first place. So help us, Lord. Help us replace division with understanding, competition with collaboration, and disappointment with determination. Help us remember that while campaigns may end, the work of building stronger neighborhoods, creating greater opportunity, protecting our democracy, Lord, and serving our residents is never done. So bless every elected official, every candidate, every volunteer, every precinct captain, every organizer, every supporter in this room. Give us the wisdom to lead and to listen, courage to speak the truth, and grace to work together, even when we disagree. And Lord, as we lead this breakfast, let us not leave as separate campaigns. Let us lead as one democratic family. May we lock hands in the work ahead, recognizing that none of us can accomplish alone, but all of us can achieve together. So Lord, guide our conversations this morning, strengthen our friendships, and renew our commitment to serving the people of Washington, D.C. And may everything we do be worthy of the trust you have placed in us. In your holy name, in the name of your God and Mother, let us all say, Amen.
And with that gracious blessing, I'd like to welcome
How are you?
Wonderfully well.
Tell us who you are.
I'm Wendy Glenn, All Things Ward 8.
All Things Ward 8. What do you think about this Democratic Unity Breakfast event?
I think it was necessary. I think it's a really, really good effort in the right direction.
Okay. Have you been to one before?
Yes.
Okay. How does it compare?
I think it's about the same.
Good. Good. Can I interview you? I know. Not that I'm trying to dump you off anything, but I got to produce and find people at the same time.
Multitasking.
But what I know about you is you're a former moker. You've also worked in the council member's office for Ward 8, and now you are still focused on Ward 8.
Yes.
What do you want to see from the next candidates, all of them, mayor, council, delegate on down, for Ward 8 going forward?
I want to see a heavy push in economic development with a concentration on not pushing my residents out, making it equitable for everybody to stay, also building up the ward. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
In our education as well, I want to see the same educational expertise that happens across the river happen in Ward 8.
Amen. Amen to that. Thank you so much for stopping by. And
Not a
talking with
problem.
us.
Thank you.
All right. So you heard from Wendy Glenn here. We're looking for more people. If we could talk to, let's get the former council member from Ward at large. Hey, McDuffie. No. All right. All right. So we are here with Kenyan McDuffie, former at-large council member, former mayoral candidate for the D.C. Democratic nomination for mayor. I think most people in Ward 8 across the city, they want to know how you doing.
I'm doing fantastic.
All right. Tell us what you've been up to.
I have been taking a little bit of time to think, ponder, reflect, but most of the time just spent with my family, with my wife, Princess, who is a Ward 8, born and raised, and my two daughters. So, yeah.
How's the family?
The family's doing well. Family's doing well. I mean, aside from the excruciating heat, they are working, following in Daddy's footsteps at the Mayor's Youth Leadership Institute. So it's fun to see them, drop them off, pick them up. It's been going well.
Excellent to hear. Can you talk about what you are planning next? Are you thinking about the next thing? And if so, do you want to share that with Ward 8 voters?
I will tell you, Ward 8 is going to be the first people who hear what I'm going to do, when I decide what I'm going to do right now, I'm giving thought to how I could just spend more time with family.
Yeah.
Whatever I do, though, it's going to be service.
Yeah.
You know, elections come and go.
Yeah.
Commitment to this city does not. And I am forever committed to Washington, D.C. And so whatever I do is going to be connected to the ability of D.C. to continue to thrive, frankly, and to protect it from the folks who are seeking to do harm to the 700,000 residents right here in our city.
Yeah. What do you want to tell, look them right in the camera, what do you want to tell the Ward 8 voters who supported you, those who may not have, but what do you want to tell them in terms of their support and their thanks for what they did for you on Election Day?
Yeah, it's a huge thank you to Ward 8 for everything that you all have done on the campaign, but everything you all have done throughout my years of service. 13 and a half years on the council, 6 months running for mayor, but a lifetime of love for this city. And Ward 8 has been integral to my success as a council member, and I look forward to working with you all in whatever iteration my next chapter takes.
Thank you so much for talking with me. Best of luck to you.
All
right. So you just heard from Kenyan McDuffie. He is the former candidate for Democratic mayor in D.C., and we're going to try to get Janeese Lewis-George. She was making her way this way. We're still trying to get her and get her on our air. But as you heard from him, like, you know, campaigns are never easy. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a commitment from your family. If you're married, it takes a commitment from your spouse. If you have children, well, you know, the children got to get involved as well. And so it is important that we remember that, you know, when people run for office, it's not just them, it's their entire family. And so to hear him speak about his family and how they're doing well, that's a great, great thing. So we're going to try to get Janeese Lewis-George over next. She is within eyesight. We'll grab her. Okay. Listen, we've been promising this, and it is now happening. We finally have the Democratic nominee for mayor, Janeese Lewis-George. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Troy.
And thank you for being on the Ward 8 Democrats channel again.
Absolutely.
Hey, so what does this mean to you to come together in the spirit of unity and fellowship? Talk about that, and what do you hope to leave them with a message of today?
Yeah, that's what this is about. You know, the primary is over, you know, and we have to move forward together. The city has to be united, especially in this fight right now, not only for our autonomy, but for our statehood. And we are all united in that. And so my message today is this Democratic Party belongs to everyone. And that everyone is a part of this Democratic Party, no matter your background, your hue, your socioeconomic, your religion. This is a Democratic Party that welcomes everybody and fights for people every single day, and to improve the outcomes for people and to improve the lives of everyday residents. And so that's the message I have today is let's move forward united, because fear and division will not serve us, but unity and love and purpose will serve us.
And what are you hearing across the district as you go into neighborhoods? Everyone is pulling you side to side, saying, hey. What are you hearing from them? What are they most excited about?
You know, people are just excited about the work that needs to get done, and being able to actually see that happen. People are just like, make sure you do it. Make sure you make the city more affordable. Make sure you do the work to invest in our youth. So people are just giving me so much energy and so many ideas about how we can move our city forward for the better.
And then the last thing is, what do you want to say to Ward 8 voters who support us? We're going to try to bring you on at another event soon, but we have a moment now. What do you want to say to Ward 8 voters who supported you? Those who didn't, what do you want to say to everyone in Ward 8 right now?
I just want Ward 8 to understand that I love you, Ward 8, the great Ward 8. I am looking forward to investing in Ward 8, supporting Ward 8, showing up in the streets for Ward 8, for our small businesses, for our young people, for our seniors, for our workers. Ward 8, we have so much more work to do, and I'm excited to do that work with you and for you.
Thank you so much for talking with us. We'll see you soon, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Janeese Lewis-George. It's okay. It's all right.
Very Ward 8.
Of her, exactly. Yeah, thank you so much. Janeese Lewis-George, everybody. She is a Democratic nominee for mayor of the District of Columbia. We just heard her talk about her vision for Ward 8, her vision for the district, and how we all must get together and come together around the fellowship, come together in fellowship for unity. So just wanted to bring her in. We heard from Kenyan McDuffie earlier. He's up on the stage right now, and we're going to go to him next.
Sorry.
At least I've not seen her, but I want to thank Mayor Bowser as well. I want to thank her for her 20 years of extraordinary service for our city. She has guided Washington, D.C. through some really tremendous moments of progress, some moments of extraordinary challenge, but she has led Washington, D.C. with resilience, with determination, and an unwavering commitment to her hometown and its people. And so when she comes, I want to make sure that we give her a wonderful round of applause. So thank you, Mayor Bowser. And a hearty, as a matter of fact, I think everybody here who can should stand up and say congratulations to our Democratic nominee, Janeese Lewis-George.
That's right, Mr.
Councilmember, it's so great to see you. We call what began as a
Sounds like you know her.
conversation over coffee at La Sac became a very spirited campaign that engaged our city. It inspired more than 75,000 Democrats to place their confidence in you and your vision to lead this city. You earned that trust, and I congratulate you. The work is not done yet, but I look forward to helping you become the next mayor of Washington, D.C. I also want to thank Team McDuffie. Woo! Absolutely. Let me volunteer to every staff member, every donor, every supporter, every friend, every member of my own family who believed in our campaign, who gave their time, their energy, their hearts to something bigger than any one candidate. I'll always be grateful and I'll always be proud of what we built together. Some of you in particular, I don't want to start calling names, but people like Jonathan, people like Silas, people like John Mandel, you all know these people, man. Y'all have seen them for years, and they have continued to pour into me, and I want to thank you all for everything that you all have done. Now, over the past month, I've had the luxury of something that elected officials rarely have, and that's time to reflect. I've actually taken a little time to reflect, with a little encouragement from my wife. Not about what I could have done differently, because elections are about choices voters make, and I respect those choices. Instead, I've reflected on what comes next. I've come to a simple conclusion. At least for me, it's pretty simple. Public office ends, but public service doesn't. That has been the defining principle of my life long before I was ever elected to public office, and it will continue to be what guides me in whatever comes next. This election may have closed an important chapter, but by no means does it close the book. DC still needs leaders willing to bring people together, strengthen our economy, expand opportunity, protect home rule, make housing more affordable, support our small businesses, invest in our young people, and build safer neighborhoods where every family can thrive. And I know that with the time left of her tenure, Mayor Bowser will continue to do just that. And with the extraordinary energy and leadership under Janeese Lewis-George, because she's going to win, she will do that just the same. And that work is not just about one person, it belongs to all of us. It belongs to all of us. Some of it happens in government, some of it happens in neighborhoods, some of it happens in our businesses, our nonprofits, our schools, our places of worship. The point is this: every one of us still has a role to play. So today, let's do more than celebrate the end of a campaign. Let's recommit ourselves to the future of Washington, D.C. Let's choose partnership
over formalization. Let's choose progress over politics. Councilmember Louis George, you have my full support in the general election. I want you to succeed because if our mayor succeeds, our entire city succeeds, and I have no doubt that we will be successful. So thank you for everybody who supported our campaign. This is about unity, so let's make sure that we unite as Democrats across Washington, D.C., and I could not be more excited about the work ahead. In the meantime, my own journey of public service is far from over. I want to thank you all. I want to say God bless you, God bless our Democratic Party, and God bless Washington, D.C., the best city in the world.
Thank you so much, Councilmember McDuffie, for your service to the district, for that impassioned speech. As I said, we have some candidates that ran citywide, and somebody did something really monumental and historic. We had a generational change for our champion on the Hill, our delegate to the United States House of Representatives, Robert White, our at-large Democratic council member, who is very brave move to leave the council, currently on the council, but to make an attempt to serve us on the Hill, represent our interests to the nation. We're proud that he ran such a great campaign. He crushed it. He's representing the Democratic Party well. We'd like to welcome him up to make some remarks. Thank you, Robert.
Look, the state of the Democratic Party in Washington, D.C. is strong. Come on, give it up for yourself. I am following what is an example of the strength of our party and our city. To recognizing the Democratic mayoral nominee to lead our city, being recognized by someone who ran against her, but understands that this time is not about what happened on the campaign trail, but about how we move forward together. That is what I expect from DC Democrats. That's what I expect from DC natives. And thank you, Kenyan McDuffie, for your work and your leadership. Now, the state of the Democratic Party in our city is strong, but this is the time that we ask ourselves, strong for what, right? Strong just to be strong, or strong because we are prepared for a time that calls on us to stand up. This is a time where democracy is on the line. This is a time when we have a window of opportunity for DC statehood that we have never had before. Because as a Republican president in Congress tried to redistrict Democrats and black people out of Congress, at a time when the Supreme Court has become a political tool, redistricting out members of the Congressional Black Caucus, this is a time for our country to say, well, you know what? There is a plurality black city, Washington, D.C., that has never had the full rights of other American jurisdictions in our democracy, and it is time to make them a state. I'm meeting with Speaker Jeffries, well, Leader Jeffries, soon to be Speaker Jeffries, as I'm meeting with outgoing folks who know so much more than I know, like Steny Hoyer. What I'm talking to them about is the need to make DC a state, not just because it's the right thing to do, it's always been the right thing to do, but because this moment demands that we fight at least as hard on the right side of history as these Republicans are fighting on the wrong side of history. Anybody who had the misfortune that I had Thursday night to watch our president's speech, you might have been inclined to say these sound like the ramblings of some man in a Walmart parking lot. But if you were paying attention, what you realized was that he is setting the stage to overthrow local democracies, pointing every which way to these random things from 2016, 2018, 2020, with no connective tissue in the middle, but saying, because of these random things, I'm going to deploy the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Justice, IRS into state election systems, because he wants to not certify future elections. That might happen when it's time for me to be sworn into Congress to represent our city, as a third delegate representing our city. That might happen in 2028 when it is time for a new president to be sworn in, because this time, instead of a rambling man decrying the outcome of a campaign with a mob of people storming the Capitol, he is prepared to use the full force of the federal government and troops in our city to stop the peaceful transfer of power, to stop democracy. What they are not counting on is that DC doesn't just lay down. We stand up. We have a party that comes together, that is strong for the purpose of protecting our city and protecting democracy, and that is exactly what we are going to do. So I won't be a delegation of one representing Washington, D.C. We will be a delegation of 700,000 people coming together to say that we are going to protect our city and democracy. I tell folks all the time, I can't fill the shoes of Eleanor Holmes Jordan. I got to make my own. But like Congresswoman Norton said many times, and very heroically and historically, we will not yield. And we absolutely will not yield. So I will call on you because I will need you. But this is our time. And when the pages of history are written about this time, what people are going to read is that we stood up and that we won because we fought back. We are going to fight back, but I will need you. Now, I get the pleasure of being the third delegate of Congress following Walter Fauntroy, Eleanor Holmes Norton. These are legends of our civil rights movements and pioneers of our city. And so as I step into this space as your Democratic nominee and in January get sworn in as our representative in Congress, as our delegate to Congress, I will lead my city behind you. So I ask for your full support and your praise. But one thing I know for sure, I'm not going to be up there fighting by myself, even if everybody else sits down. There's going to be one sister named Janeese Lewis George. Who's got a little bit of fighting. Who comes from this city like me and so many others, but who recognize that this city belongs to natives and those who moved here yesterday. But our job is to represent every single one of them. And so I know that we will be in good hands as my Ward 4 council member ascends to be the next mayor of our great city. Introduce and welcome to the podium our next mayor, Democrat Janeese Lewis
When I wake up, I recognize you niggas let me feel
without thanking you for your decades of service. I appreciate you. And you have served a tenure as help to build our Democratic Party here in DC and shape our city like you have. Thank you. I will start with this truth plainly in words we all understand. This primary was heavy. It asked a lot of all of us.
Yes.
To everyone in this room, if you poured your heart into this election, no matter whose name was on your shirt, I thank you. You fought because you love this city. And we know when our work is carried out in love, it is never in vain. I want to take a moment to recognize all of the candidates in the mayoral race: Kenyan, Vincent, Gary, Renee, Ernest, and Hope, and every candidate who stepped up to run for any office. I'm truly grateful for the ideas and energy and experience you brought to this election. We're all still recovering, if we're honest, from this election. Running for citywide office takes a toll, a heavy toll. Any candidate you are looking at right now can tell you, and is currently still feeling it. It is an emotional, physical, spiritual process and journey, and that toll is real. And so every single one of you who did that work, you deserve to take your rest and to also know that this city is grateful for you stepping up to run and giving of your time and energy and service. And many of us may have been rivals on the ballot, but we are partners in serving DC. And I look forward to working with each and every one of your supporters in the days ahead. The only people who benefit from our division and those who wish to see this district government relegated and subjugated. They are counting on our bruises from the primary to outlast our purpose, and we will not give them that gift. So to Kenyan and Princess especially, Kyle and I, we have shared an understanding of the toll with you all that it takes on a household when running for this office. I respect you and your sacrifice. Your love for DC shines through in your shared understanding of what it means to run for this office. You have done an incredible amount of work and service to this city. The days are long, the hours are incredulous, but we share an understanding as DC natives and as colleagues that our DC is a DC worth fighting for. And as Tony Lewis would say to me and to you, DC or nothing. And our ancestors, you all, have given us the instructions for a moment like this when we need to come together in unity. They gave us umoja, unity, the call to be one family, one city, one people. They instilled in us Ujima, collective work and responsibility. The understanding that your problem is my problem and we will solve it together. Am I talking to some elders in the room? They taught us kujichagulia, self-determination.
Yes.
The right to define ourselves, to speak for ourselves, to decide our own future, a future for DC defined by DC's values. And lastly, and more importantly, they gave us Imani, faith. The unshakable belief in one another, in our elders, in our children, in our people, and in our righteousness of our collective struggle. If we center these principles, y'all, in the words of the poet Kendrick Lamar, we gonna be all right. And so as I look around this room, I see our beautiful city reflected back to me. People who led this city through perilous times, people who built this party up with sweat and sacrifice, People who stepped up to serve their neighbors with integrity as advisory neighborhood commissioners, the most thankless job in this city, that deserve the most credit and love. People who are ready to give everything to win a better future. DC voters, in their genuine wisdom, whether you agree with it or not, elect leaders actually from different backgrounds and different generations and different philosophies to serve DC together, because that's how good decisions are made. When we come together from different backgrounds, different upbringings, and bring those thoughtful ideas together, we are better because of it. So let us celebrate the diversity within our Democratic Party and in our leadership, because it is our greatest strength. And so my message today is that this room right here and this DC Democratic Party right here, there is room for every single one of us. And not only that, this moment demands all of us to be at the table to fight for the city that we love. From the struggle of civil rights to the fight for home rule and the movement for DC statehood, our party has always come together. Am I right, Charles? When it mattered most. If you believe in the power of people to organize and make a difference, Linda, then you are a DC Democrat, and they belong right here with us. If you believe in the power of people and building a city that puts people first, then you are a DC Democrat, and you belong here. No matter who you voted for, if you believe that the people united will never be defeated, then you too are a DC Democrat, and you belong here with us. So no matter your slate, no matter your votes, no matter your party, DC Democrats, we are now united together. The primary is over, and we must stand up. As my delegate to be, Councilmember Robert White has said, because we are in a real fight for our autonomy, for our rights, for our future, and our families, and we must do this together. This week and last week, I have been meeting endlessly. As you can imagine, I have had meeting after meeting. But can I tell you something? Every meeting has inspired me even more. So many people, as I said yesterday on Kojo, we don't got to look outside this city for any direction or guidance. This city is full of brilliant, amazing people. And I know that because I have been hearing from them, and together we have the ability to take what we all know and build this city that puts people first. How could I not be hopeful for the future of DC when our people are so ready to do the work that must be done? So let us let the work begin now. We have children to educate. Not for the world that was, but for the opportunities of this new century. Yes. We have seniors to protect. That's it. Those who built our neighborhoods with their own hands and now deserve to age in place with dignity. Yes. We have a city to keep safe. Every ward, every block, every person deserves that. Fear will not get us there. Division will not get us there. This requires all of us at one table having each other's back. Young people and elders, students and clergy, workers and businesses. Every elected official in this room. We only rise if we rise together. So, the first city in America to enact universal pre-K will also lead the nation in providing universal child care. Same communities that overcame segregation will now defend their neighbors from ICE. And the gospel of the world's oldest democracy will finally give full democratic representation to its people when we win DC statehood. Because we are not free until we're all free. So lift up your prouder to be your Democratic nominee for mayor. I could not be prouder to be a part of this DC Democratic Party, to stand on the shoulders of so many who I look across this room who inspired me to be a daughter of the district, to now be able to serve her home city in this way. DC Democratic Party, the people are tired of hearing about what government can't do. That's right. Let us come together and show them what government can do for its people. The DC Democratic Party will lead the way. Thank you.
I'm reminded of a conversation that I had with my former boss, Anita Bonds, several years ago. She said, one of the challenges of living in a one-party town is that we don't have no problem.
He's giving the last part.
So instead, we fight each other. When that happens, our party does become fractured, and we lose sight of our shared vision. We miss opportunities to build broad coalitions necessary to win elections, advance our values, and serve the people of the district. As our newly elected mayor said, the strength of the Democratic Party is in its diversity. Diversity of backgrounds, experiences, perspectives, and ideas. And we should make room for honest disagreement and healthy debate. Different ideas on how to achieve our goals should not distract from the fact that we're all working towards the same objectives. Unity does not require us to all be friends. Unity does not require us to all be on the same campaign or support the same candidates. It does not require us to live in the same ward or in the same community. That's not what the district residents expect. What unity does require is respect. It requires us to listen to one another, work together, and remain focused on how to improve the lives of all district residents. We all owe that to the people who signed our petitions, donated to our campaigns, knocked on doors and made phone calls, and trust us to lead. And frankly, unity is more important today than it's ever been. With the threat on home rule, we cannot afford to be divided. The challenges ahead are much bigger than any individual campaign or election. My hope today marks not just the end of the election season, but the beginning of a renewed commitment to working together, because the next phase of our work is extremely important. Thank you to each and every one of you for coming out this morning. We got a lot of work to do. Let's get to work.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Charles.
All right, everybody. So thank you for coming back to our live stream here. Step right to the couple of steps that way. Okay, cool. So we are here with the vice chair of the DC Democratic Party, Linda Gray. Linda Gray, you have been to a number of these type of unity events in the past. How does this one compare? Step up for me a little bit.
This one is really exciting. It's a beautiful turnout, and it's not just people who ran for office. It's Democrats in general. So the environment and the whole vibe is so positive. But this may have been my best one because we had such a primary. The primary races where they were exciting, the debates were heavy, it was so intense. And so an event like this is really necessary. And looking at how much everybody had a good time and, reconnecting with people you may have been on opposing teams, this is good because from here on, we should be able to do the work for the Democratic Party with ease and no tension. So this is really good.
We heard, and they're calling the party up, and we'll get there in a couple of seconds. But what is your message to just to the next party that's coming in. You're going to be stepping to the side, and others are going to be coming in. What is your main message to them as they take on this new role?
My main message to them is that as they enter each and every room of the DNC, make sure you take DC statehood and saving home rule with you. Learn how the party functions, be responsive, but be on top of your game.
Thank you so much for your service. I know you're not going far. You're still going to be around. So we appreciate that. Thank you so much for everything you've done on behalf of just the Ward 8 Democrats and Democrats in general.
It's been my pleasure.
All right, this is Linda Gray here. She is the vice chair of the DC Democratic Party. So we're being summoned to get to the front to do a photo. So we're going to come back and do a quick picture with all of you. All right. All right, we're back. We just did a group photo, and so what we want to do is see if we can get Robert White pretty quickly before he leaves. He gave a really impassioned speech earlier about unity and about going forward. Thank you. Can I get you real quick? Can I get you on air real quick on Ward 8 Dems channel? Ward 8 Dems channel? I'm going to have y'all slide to the left. All right. Come back a little bit. Hey, let me give you the mic. Here you go. First of all right, we are here with Councilmember Robert White, who is the Democratic nominee for delegate to Congress. First of all, you gave an incredibly impassioned speech earlier. You've seen a few of these before, these unity events. Why was this one different?
This one actually was different. This is a time like others where we were just licking our wounds from the primary campaigns. Now we are really talking about how we are going to protect our city from a unified front in these next 2 years of Trump's term. And I think every Democrat in the city knows we have to come together. And now we're just talking about how. It's not a question of if, it's a question of how.
What does it mean to you? You said it earlier, and I want to bring you back. I'm not trying to make you cry. I'm not going to do a Barbara Waters on you. But what does it mean to you, council member, to be the third delegate, because you will be elected in November, to walk in the footsteps, as you said earlier, Walter Fauntroy, Eleanor Holmes Norton, these pioneers of civil rights, to now step into this seat as the Joshua generation? What does this mean to you?
So I am going to have a couple good cries before I take that seat, because like so many of us who grew up here, I just grew up in a regular family trying to make it, idolizing people like Eleanor Holmes Norton and Walter Fauntroy, and now I'm going to walk into those same halls of Congress to represent this city I love. But the other thing that's incredible is I'm not walking in by myself. I got a whole city behind me, and a city of really smart, really dedicated people, and we are going to be able to do things in Congress that we've never been able to do before, because this moment of history is so different, and we all recognize it.
And you're walking in not just with a city, but your ancestors with you.
That's right.
The
Amen.
ancestors are with us.
That's right.
Last thing, what do you want to say to Ward 8 voters in terms of those who supported you, those who may have selected somebody else? Yeah. But now it's time. Now it's time for everybody to get on board with the Robert White train.
Well, look, not everybody in the city voted for me, but I represent everybody in the city. I recognize everybody in Ward 8. I want you to recognize that it is time for us to pull together. If not forever, at least for these next 2 years. The other thing I want to say to Ward 8 is we have a new mayor coming in who I believe in deeply. It is the primary responsibility of Ward 8 residents to put that chip on the table and say, we demand progress, and this is what progress looks like. We need the rest of the city to get behind us, and I'm one of many people who are going to get behind that.
Congratulations again.
Thank you, Troy.
We look forward to seeing you more and more in Ward 8.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Good to see you. Thank you, brother.
This is soon-to-be Congressman Robert White from the great Ward 4. But he is the former at-large, he still is the current at-large council member representing Washington, D.C. But on January 2nd, he gets sworn in as our next delegate to Congress. And we certainly can't wait until then. Shadow Senator Paul Strauss, who is here right off cam. I want to bring him on as someone who has supported the Ward 8 Democrats, who have seen quite a number of these events these unity breakfasts. What do you think about this one?
Well, I like this one. I've been to a lot of them. If you've lost the campaign, you come and you endorse the winner, and or if you've won, your opponent comes and endorses you. I find that more fun, but both are good because you commit yourself to the shared values of the party. Primaries are often about strategy, but the general election is about common values. And so whether you're getting endorsed by the people who challenged you on the trail or whether you're coming together for a candidate that you challenged, we leave united. We leave together knowing that we're going to advance the democratic values, and it's a very challenging time in our city. So I was particularly gratified to see Kenyan McDuffie and Janeese Lewis-George working together. Robert White has his opponents here, and I'm confident that we're going to continue to move this city forward despite some very, very real challenges.
Well, thank you so much for that. I also know that you won your re-election as well. We're being summoned, but I'll get this in really quickly. Congratulations to you. What is it that you want to say to Ward 8 voters as they go to the polls in November?
I appreciate Ward 8 coming out. One of the things that really gratifies me is that my numbers from Ward 8 are better in some cases than in other parts of the city. And they are an important part of our community. They deserve more than they often get, and I really appreciate. I'm going to continue to fight for Ward 8 as well as the rest of the city, but in particular, we need to pay close attention to what's happening in Ward 8. The challenge is unique. There's a growing federal presence. That investment could be good, but we need to make sure it's balanced against the needs of the community.
Excellent. Thank you so much, and congratulations to you as well. All right. So we're being summoned to come and do a Ward 8 thing. Hey, what's up, buddy? You do me a favor? Can you grab that sign for me and bring it to the stage? So what I want to do is get up on stage here with everybody, and okay. Yeah. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Excuse me. Put it in the back. Put it in the back. Yeah. Perfect.
Come on, nephew.
Do me a favor right here. Can I get out the view of that right there? Perfect.
All right, everybody on three. 2, 3. Yay! Everybody say the great 8 on 3. 1, 2, 3. Great 8! Okay?
Right, so we just did our picture, and with everyone up on the stage there for Ward 8, of course, and yeah, this is great. We have found found our niche here at this event. And what I think I'm going to do is sort of stay here. And yeah, we got the sign. So we're good. That's how we sides here.
It's my good side?
Yeah, that's your good side.
That's your good side.
No, it's your good side.
What up, future
I
doctor?
swear it's your good side.
Future Dr. Presley.
Oh my goodness. How are you?
Hi.
This, if you don't know, the incredible LaJoy Johnson Law, who is our school board representative, representing the grade 8. You've been to a couple of these, right?
I'm always supportive of the Ward 8 Dems. I'm here all the time. Oh no, actually, this is my first time. Sorry.
Okay, tell me
I
about
was
it.
thinking about Ward 8
What do you
Dems
think about it?
Honestly, I thought this was an amazing unity event. Usually I've gone to the ones, like in Ward 8 with like the different council members, but I think this has been like my first mayoral one with a new election. But again, that's It's been 12 years, right, Troy?
It has. Yeah.
Yeah, so this was my first time. Honestly, I thought this was really incredible. It was great to just see everybody from all of the different wards, folks who are going out, folks who are coming in, folks just longtime Democrats, new Democrats. I mean, it was just a really beautiful event. I'm really proud of course, Councilmember Janeese Lewis-George and former Councilmember Kenyan McDuffie. Just really proud of the camaraderie. I just want everyone to be able to keep their word when January comes. And I know that Councilmember Lewis-George talked to you about Ward 8, and so looking forward to her commitment when she becomes the mayor on behalf of Ward 8 to our schools, to our children, to our families, to our special needs babies especially, but also just for the legacy of Ward 8 and just the hardworking people that are in Ward 8. We get a bad rep and we really shouldn't have one, so it's nice to see people that want to invest in us and actually come to us.
Yeah, excellent. Now, when do you have an election coming up soon?
So it feels like we just had one.
Yeah.
It's been a lot going on. We've had a lot of elections happening.
We have.
Just a smidge. So mine is up in 2028.
Okay,
so we
so
still
2 more years.
So we still have 2 more years.
Okay.
So it's been officially, I've been in this role, I think 18 months.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like 18 months.
It's gone fast. Can you speak to, I think you've heard some things from Janeese Lewis-George. What is it about what she said tonight, this afternoon rather, that you are ready to hold her and everyone else to account?
Excuse me, sir.
Hold her and everyone else to account.
We love you, Ward 7.
Relates to education.
I think it's not.
We're having fun here, guys.
We're having fun here. It's a fun time, guys. I don't think it's just today, right? I think it's what someone says over a period of time. And she's been consistent, especially with the campaign and even now, about we have to invest in all of our students. It is not okay to put a sector against each other. We have to be inclusive. As, again, this is a unity event. So in the spirit of unity, that means all of our kids. All of our publicly funded schools, that's DC public schools, DC public charters, we have to equitably fund both sectors to make sure all of our children have what they need. It's not okay to pit one sector over the other. It's not okay to even segregate them. And unfortunately, DC has an unfortunate history of that. So I think it's been a treat and a blessing for her to be able to be consistent in that messaging. And also this past budget, for them to be able to fix some of those, to fix some of the things that were going on, with the charter sector. And also, I know she's talked about child care
She talked about it when she opened up.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's baby childcare is expensive.
Yes.
And so,
as someone who doesn't have kids, I can attest that it is expensive.
It is very expensive, and so it is a blessing to see someone to say, hey, because is it going to be done tomorrow? We need to be real about that. No. But for someone to say, let's make the investments to start to really cut down those costs, that is a blessing. And again, just also investing in our families. We can't invest in the education system and not invest in the parents and families that are basically taking care of our children. So I'm excited.
So am I. Thank you so much for talking with us.
I love you.
And
Soon to be. He's going to be a doctor. You guys soon. Soon to be Dr. Troy Presswood. It is coming, and we are speaking it now right here on this live.
Thank you so much. I love you. We
I love
appreciate
you.
Ward 8 loves you too.
Ward 8, man, I love Ward 8 so much.
Joy Johnson Law, y'all school board representative right here in the flesh. Dr. LaJoy Johnson Law. Here we go. All right.
Guys. Bye, Troy. Love you.
Thank you so much. Okay. Hey, man. Hey. What's up, Tim? Come on in.
Okay.
Come on in. This is Tim. Tim, what's your last name?
Thomas.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Timothy Thomas, Ward 5 committee man, outgoing Ward 5 committee man. From Ward 5.
Yeah.
You've been to quite a few of these
Yes, I
unity
have.
breakfasts. What do you think about this one?
Well, they're all great, and this is no deception today. This is a great day here. It was great to see the former council member, Kenyan McDuffie show up today, show his support to Ms. Lewis-George moving forward. It's all about the Democrats moving forward.
Absolutely. What are you excited about, if anything, post-retirement from the party, or will you still be active?
Yeah, I'm still active. If you're a Democrat, you're always excited. We're still pushing statehood here in the District of Columbia. It may be the changing of the guards, but everybody has the same goal. It's about statehood, getting D.C. to become a state, just like every other state in Delaware, North Carolina, we have a right to become a state. We pay our fair share of taxes, and why not?
Amen. Our fair share, make some even say more than our fair share.
Well, we do. In some states do. You go up,
right.
Once again, Delaware, Maine, we pay more than they do.
Yeah. But thank you for your service, Tim.
Thank
and
you
I
very
know,
much.
like you said, you're not going far.
No.
So we'll see you around.
Yeah, you'll see me around. Keep in mind, I volunteered before I became a member.
Yeah.
I was a member of 3 terms. Okay? My 3 terms is up. I am still here standing strong as a D.C. Democratic State Committee man and as a registered voter here in the greatest city in the world, Washington, D.C.
A big supporter of us over in Ward 8, even though he's in Ward 5. My ancestral home, by the way, is Ward 5. You know, so Ward 8 is borrowing me. But Tim has always been a big supporter of me and the work that we do in Ward 8. So we thank you again and look forward to what you do going forward.
Thank you for having me on.
Thank you, sir. All right. So Greg Jackson, who ran at large, but is from Ward 8. And so we want to first welcome you onto our channel. Tell us about your experience here with this Unity Breakfast. What did it feel like? What is it leaving you with as you go on?
Yeah, well, this was amazing. It was really uplifting to see all the candidates come together. In our race, there was 9 candidates. 5 of them were here today, which was exciting. So we had our own little reunion, which was great. We hadn't seen each other since the last debate and forum. I think Ward 8 was probably the last big one we were all at, the Ward 8 Democrats forum. So that was really nice. I thought it was amazing to see, Councilmember McDuffie and Councilwoman Janeese Lewis-George kind of mend things and share their support and belief in each other. And that's ultimately what we need. Everyone's got to stand behind our leaders and rally around them and know that the real threat is what's happening at the White House right now and what's happening on the other side of the aisle in Congress. So that was beautiful to see us all come together. Great turnout. This was packed. It was packed. It was diverse. Ward 8 was the heaviest in here, so everybody's tuning in. We was deep in here.
And we live streamed from it. No one else did that but Ward 8, by the way.
That's right. Now, the food wasn't from Ward 8. We could tell. Yeah, it wasn't Ward 8 food now, So next time, we're going to make sure it's a little better food. But other than that, it was
we got
amazing.
some good options in Ward 8.
Yeah, and I will say, look, I think that what's exciting is that from a party standpoint, Ward 8 is very strong. And I think the next phase for us, and I know you're already focused on this, is how do we build up the movement and excitement in our communities and in our neighborhoods and our precincts, because as strong as the leaders we have in Ward 8, we should be the highest performing parts of the city. And I think in this time, unfortunately, with gentrification, with school equity, with housing, with unemployment, with violence, with safety, we have the most to lose when we elect the wrong folks. And so I'm excited for us to get into that next phase of empowering more leaders, making sure every part of Ward 8, whether you're from Woodland or Anacostia, that you are working to turn out the vote, to get engaged, that you're running yourself, that you're running for ANC, running for school board, running for council, because we have to build more power east of the river, and the leaders are here, which is obvious. And every resilient community creates resilient leaders, and Ward 8 has shown that time and time again.
What's next for you?
I got to do some laundry, get back in the gym, pay some bills.
Buddy.
Campaigns take a lot out of you. I mean, I campaigned only for 132 days, but it did a toll on my health, on my finances, on not spending time with family. It's one of the most exhausting and hardest things I've ever done in my life. And so I'm appreciating this moment just to reset, recuperate, reconnect with my loved ones, family and friends, hang out with my neighbors again. We had a couple cookouts. Shout out to my folks out there in Douglas and off of Stanton Road, Bruce Place, Tubman, Big 3. So anyway, our neighborhood's strong. Y'all need to come hang out. I'm going to keep working on addressing violence. That's been my passion for a long time, and I run a foundation that does that nationally, and so we'll continue to do that work. Just had a big call with Quavo and all the leaders of our foundation, and we're going to double down on our resources, invest more in D.C., more in Atlanta, more nationwide, and then hopefully find some way to be more supportive to the party, too. So you let me know what I can help with.
We will certainly do that. You ran an incredible campaign.
Yep, thank you.
And as you said, the Ward 8 leadership is incredible.
Yeah.
You're being part of that. And so we thank you for your service, for putting your name on the ballot, for running, for putting everything at risk, everything into the kitty, if you will. And we know we'll see something else from you later on.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going anywhere. So
all right.
I'm here. Ward 8 forever.
Greg Jackson, everybody.
All right.
All right, shout out to the folks on his neighbors on Douglas, in Douglas. So I was like, hey, how you doing? How are you? Hey, good. Coming to the camera view. This is someone else who ran for the at-large Democratic nominee, Candace Tiana Nelson, a very good friend of mine. Some even say a former church member, mate as well of mine.
Yes.
First of all,
Mount Enon.
Yeah, Mount Enon. Y'all heard it here first.
Shout outs to Mount Enon.
Yeah, down there, Delman Coates, pastor.
Piscataway Drive.
Yeah, Reverend Rice. Hey. First of all, I just want to say you ran a great campaign.
Oh, thank you.
And it resonated with voters across the city and everything, but you fell short. What's next for you? What do you want to say to those voters who did support you, and what's next?
Oh, many. I have nothing but gratitude for everyone who did support Candace for DC. Candace can, yes we can, DC can. And there will be more to see because in my heart of hearts, I want to serve. And so opportunities come up and we will see which one the good Lord chooses for me. I've always told people on the campaign trail, like, if you believe people can be called to pastor and preach, you can believe that they can be called to do public service as well. And I do believe it's a calling of mine. It's in my heart of hearts, and just really excited to see what the next chapter brings. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and talking with us here at the Ward 8 Democrats as we wrap up our coverage of the Unity Breakfast, but also bringing our meeting to the Unity Breakfast. Today is a Ward 8 Democrats meeting date, actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
a
we
great
decided
idea.
to bring it directly here.
President, he has the best ideas, President Presswood, I tell you.
Sometimes. Thank you so much. We look
Yes.
forward to seeing.
Thank you for your leadership. Thank you, our phenomenal leader.
I receive it. We look forward to what we see next.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right.
I will keep you posted.
And maybe I'll see you at church.
Maybe.
Give her a call, Reverend Rice. Give her a call.
Yes, indeed. He lives on the closer side of D.C. than I do. I'm uptown.
She's uptown.
So, it's like a 40-minute drive coming from up down there.
It's
But,
30 minutes for me.
I do miss the preachings and the teachings of, Pastor Coates.
We are online as well.
So.
Good to see you. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
All right.
Always a pleasure.
Candace Tiana Nelson.
My Ward 8, the great Ward 8.
Yeah, thank you. From Ward 4, she used to be the Ward 4 Democratic party president, just like myself in Ward 8. And now she then became a candidate for the at-large member of the DC Council. And, she fell short. The ultimate winner of that, he's not here. But it was Oye Awolowo, who is also a Ward 8 resident, and we are so excited for him and for his leadership going forward. We're going to do all we can to get him elected, of course, in November, and so he can go on to the DC Council and represent the entire city, but be from Ward 8. We can't wait until that happens. All right, let me see who else we got as we wrap up our time here. Mr. Chairman, can I talk to you for a quick second? We have the chairman of the DC Democratic Party is here, and wanted to talk to him and get him on video quickly as our event wraps up here. So you know what? As we wait for the chairman of the party, let's talk to my friend and colleague over in Ward 7, Mr. Tyrell Holcomb, president. We are neighbors. We're cousins, neighbors. Yeah. First of all, you've been to a couple of these in the past, right?
Yes.
How did this one compare?
The energy today was amazing. It was absolutely incredible hearing from one of the candidates who ran in the race and them giving their full support behind our now Democratic nominee. And the charge toward November certainly has us fired up. I think the other piece that stood out to me today was this fight for democracy, maintaining our autonomy as a city, what it means to roll our sleeves up and get to work, and be supportive of Robert White as our new congressional delegate, but also what it means for all of us to be a part of the work, not just the folks in the room, but the folks who call the city home.
Yeah.
Amazing energy, though.
Amazing. Yeah. So what can we do as Ward 7, Ward 8 neighbors, or
Yeah.
Ward 15, right, in order to really push the agenda forward in the
Yeah.
party? Because that's what we need to
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Show up to
Both
meetings.
of our wards.
Show up to meetings. I'm
Yeah.
so grateful that from the time I took up as chair last year to where we are now,
Yeah.
we've seen an increase in the number of folks who are coming to meetings, whether it's online, in person. Show up to meetings. Follow what's happening. I'm appreciative of folks like you who have been doing this work for some period of time and just really kind of gleaning some of that information. Emails are great, but you need something that folks can like see on their phone. How do you galvanize in a way, and even also using social media outlets to engage folks in a way in which you otherwise would not have had the opportunity to do so. But get folks involved, and it's not just about showing up to vote, it's about staying involved. So certainly mobilizing folks to get registered, making sure that they turn out, but also holding our elected officials accountable. That's another piece of our charge that I don't think we really talk about a lot that really helps galvanize folks to stay involved after they go vote in the polls.
Got it. Tyrell and his team in Ward 7 did an incredible candidate forum using a media partner at WUSA 9, and it really helped to bring the candidates to the ward, but also to the whole region.
Almost 20,000 views on that particular debate forum. Elevating the issues I talked about in the pre-lead up to that particular debate. At the MLK Library, I found some campaign literature where Marion Barry, some 50 years ago almost now, promised to have Ward 7 and Ward 8 trash collected in a timely manner.
Wow.
And to see that that's still an issue today speaks volumes to, at times, why people become apathetic.
Yeah.
And so what does it mean for us to hold folks accountable? That's what the Democratic Party is here for, but that's also why our residents are here to have voice to make sure that we're doing that.
Looking forward to your continued leadership in Ward 7 as we work together
Always.
as east of the river.
Always.
Are you okay?
I stole the chairman's spot. We're trying to hold it down for him.
And
to
somebody
come
else
over
about
and
to
walk
steal
over.
it. Somebody else is about to steal it.
So,
It's about to be stolen right now by none other than the bishop. Hey man, how are you? It's good to see you. Oh no. This guy here. What an incredible event. You've been to quite a number of these over the years. What do you think about this one?
Phenomenal turn of the city in various leadership capacities. Persons coming together. Persons coming together from all 8 wards.
Yeah.
Who you voted for. At this time, we all Democrats. We're coming together, and so I'm glad that you, as chair of Ward 8, got a lot of persons out here, as well as our chair of the DC Dems, Charles Wilson, to get all ourselves out here.
Yeah.
Regardless of the variances of opinions, church affiliations, any demographic, we're here together as one. And so it's just a wonderful occasion to break bread.
Yeah.
Before Jesus fed the 5,000, before he fed them the word, he fed them food. And so after we ate, we had a great time in the Lord here. And so we're just going to keep on with the momentum. We are clear on the directions of the citizens of the District of Columbia, very clear on that. And so we're going to move forward with that agenda. And all persons on board are going to come together, Democrats, to be able to move our city to a more euphoric place.
Yeah.
And it's all set behind us. We had Walter Washington. Then we had Marion S. Barry. Then we had Kelly, Sister Kelly, Mayor Kelly. And then it was Anthony Williams. And then it was Fenty, right? Then it was Gray, right? And then we had our luxurious mayor for 3 terms, Mayor Muriel Elizabeth Bowser.
Yeah.
And now we're going to have Janeese Lewis George.
That's right.
And we built on all these different blocks, all these different times to get where we are now.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of you. I just want to say that you are a godsend.
I appreciate it.
We see you on WUSA and all these other different networks.
Fox 5.
Fox 5 and various other places. You are extremely eloquent, articulate, and I love how you're able to bridge people together. You're the bridge builder. May I just give you a little point in that?
Okay. I receive it.
So Troy, going on an unprecedented highway, came at the evening cold, they say. to a chasm that was vast and wide and steep, waters rolling, the cold and deep. Troy crossed in the twilight dim. The sullen streams had no fears for him, but he turned when safe on the other side, and he built a bridge to span the tide. Troy, said a fellow pilgrim near, you're wasting your strength in building here. The chasm you built deep and wide, while you continuously build your bridges in Ward 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in eventide. Troy lifted up his head. In the path I've come, he said, there followeth after me today the teachings of my mother and many of the persons whose feet preceded me, whose feet must pass this way. The chasm that was as naught to me, to any one of them and future generations in Ward 8 through Ward 1, a pitfall be. He, she, they too must cross in the twilight dim. My name is Ward 8 Chairman Troy, and I build all of these bridges for them. You the bridge builder, Mike.
Bishop, more than you know, I appreciate those words.
You the bridge builder.
I
That's why
appreciate
you
it.
got the microphone.
Yeah.
That's why you got the Ward 8 Democrats right here, on sign right here, logo. And then we got Brother Jim. I'm about to leave Brother Jim right here.
I want you to know you gave the best invocation I have heard, except for the Reverend here.
Nothing comes close.
But you did yourself proud with your invocation. So thank you.
He's representing his mother.
Thank you.
His great reverend, dear, magnanimous, magnificent, mighty mother who has given so much for so many years. And we just want to thank his mother for having a wonderful son. And we appreciate you, brother. There's a lot of work you put in.
I receive it.
I don't know how you're doing it, but you're doing it. By the grace of God.
Grace of God.
By the grace of God. Man, incredibly so. You can see he's also a reverend on top of that. His name, he's really the Archbishop of Washington, D.C.
This is the bishop right here.
Look here. So, Brother Jim, tell us something. Give me something about the Lord. Tell me something, Lord. You always here. We're about to leave right now. We know Troy got to go.
The live stream is about to end.
This is a live stream.
It is being live streamed.
Oh my goodness.
Come on,
Yeah,
come
I
Brother
know,
Jim.
I
Tell me
know,
something
I
about the Lord.
What are we doing? We're all trying to make the world a better place.
Okay.
And we are doing what we can. It may seem small to us, but in the bigger picture, it's grand. It's grand. If you start small, it has an impact.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing, and that's how we're serving our city and the District of Columbia.
Amen.
To God be the glory. Want to thank you. Get out here, go to church on Sunday.
Amen.
But more importantly, keep God first, and He'll never leave you or forsake you. In Jesus' name, we all ask and pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. This is the bishop here. This is Jim. Jim is leaving our D.C. Democratic Party. He's going on to better pastures, I'm sure. And we thank you for your time, your service to
More
the
than
entire
20
city.
years.
Yeah, the entire city. So I know you're not going far, though.
We'll see.
So we'll see.
Thank you.
Get a break in at least. Thanks,
you.
Jim. Appreciate all your work. Well, we are coming to a close, and so I want to bring up the chairman of the D.C. Democratic Party as we close out this. We want to, let's bring over him. You know, we've heard some incredible just speeches today from candidates, those who were victorious, those who fell short. We certainly heard from Kenyan McDuffie, who gave an impassionate, plea to support Janeese Lewis-George as our next mayor. Chairman, if you want to come over. And we also heard from Robert White, who's up on stage, but also here on this station as well. And then we've also heard from Janeese Lewis-George, who, really brought, the message home about what is at stake in this upcoming election. And now I think to bring it all the way home is the chairman of the D.C. Democratic Party, because you're tall, I'm tall, we're going to step back a little bit, is the chairman of the D.C. Democratic Party, Mr. Charles Wilson, someone who is no stranger to Ward 8, lives in Ward 8, raising a family there. Charles, you've been to a number of these type of events, Mr. Chairman. What do you make of this one?
This one was, like you said, I've been to a number of these events. This one was timely. It was needed. I've gotten so many compliments as people have exited the building that said, hey, they really enjoyed it, they really needed it. It gave them permission to say hi to somebody else that was on another campaign. When they saw Janeese and Kenyan hug, shake hands, and talk, it gave them permission to do that with somebody else who was on supporting another candidate.
Yeah.
So the venue was great, the atmosphere was great, the music, the food. People really enjoyed it, and that's why we put these events together, to bring people together.
And that's exactly the whole point of this, right? It was to have the campaign stand down, to say, hey guys, that was the campaign. Now we're unified because we need to go forth, not only win in November, but take our platform, our party, our vision forward after November, when we need to come together as a new government.
Yeah, and unity is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen because of one event, but it's a step in the right direction. And I encourage people from all over the city, what ward you're in or the community you live in, have events like this where you bring your neighbors together to talk about what's important to your community, build relationships, and that's how you build unity. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, but we all got to move in the right direction.
What's next for the party?
Wow, there's a lot of change coming to the party. Got some new members coming in. We're going to have an orientation meeting in August, just to kind of get everybody on board about like what the party has accomplished over the past years, what we look forward to doing, and again, just bringing people together who may not know each other, to be able to form relationships, and form connections. And then we got September will be party elections, and then we're already focusing on the November elections. We actually put out a survey today for people to say, hey, what race outside of DC should we focus on? Because we know that if we don't do that, people are going to be all over the United States, and we want to try to see if we can focus our efforts somewhere in the eastern region, from the state of Maine down to Maryland, and see what and focus our resources there.
I think that's very, very smart.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Troy.
you for your years of service.
Yes.
Thank you for helping to put on such an incredible unifying event here that brought all of the different campaigns together to, as you said, start that process of unity.
Yes, and stay connected to the DC Democratic Party at dcdemocraticparty.org. You can follow us on all social media platforms. We want to hear from you. We want you to be involved. Come out to our meetings and get engaged.
All right, you heard it here first. Chairman of the DC Democratic Party, Charles Wilson, a Ward 8 resident, by the way. Thank you again.
All right, thank you.
All right. I want to bring forward now someone who is no stranger to the Ward 8 Democrats. In fact, one of our founders of the Ward 8 Democrats, Philip Pennell, who is the newly elected National Committee Man for the DC Democratic Party. First of all, welcome back to the party. And
I never left.
Never left. Well, come on over. Tell me more about it. You say never left.
Well, I mean, the Democratic Party has three components. It has those Democrats who are in government, the elected officials. Then there's the party organization, the Democratic State Committee, and there's the rank and file, the registered Democrats. That's the Democrat.
You never left that.
So I never left the party.
Understand.
Yeah.
No, thank you for that reminder. So what are you looking forward to in your new term that commences pretty soon?
My two top priorities as National Committee Man will be statehood for DC and to have Democrats be in the winning category all across the country.
How do we do that?
Well, I think that one of the things that we have to do is we have to understand the realities of what's going on in the United States regarding party affiliation. According to the latest Gallup poll, 49% of Americans now consider themselves independents. And basically, the Republicans and Democrats divide the other half of the electoral pie. So if Democrats are going to be successful at the statewide level, as well as going for the White House, as trying to get the House and the Senate, we're going to have to coalesce with independents in order to win elections. So
I'm part of the that movement, you know, to bring independence in and to have semi-open primaries. That's
Okay.
one that will help us a lot in
Okay.
terms of winning
Across the country.
across the country. You know, it was heartbreaking to see Kamala Harris lose all of the battleground states. And if we had had more independents voting for her, we would not be experiencing the nightmare that is in the White House.
You've been to a number of these events over the years. How does this one compare in terms of a unity celebration?
Well, it had free mimosas, you know, so that was something that was
That was something.
That was very good. Oh no, this was very good. And, you know, I can particularly I thought Kenyan McDuffie was really a class act. You know, I wish we could see more of that in the American, as you say, in American politics, because Donald Trump has just basically made American politics very trashy, and it's something that's very acceptable now. We see it going on all across the country, so it's a breath of fresh air when you see something like this. When you see people being collegiate, and you could feel the sincerity of it.
Thank you so much for talking with us. I know you earlier, Philip went around and he gave people a Hershey's kiss. He said, "This is a kiss from your national committee man."
Yes.
And I still have mine in my pocket, which I believe it has melted. So I don't want to squeeze it because I don't want the chocolate to ooze out of it. But I thank
Are you sure that you can talk like that on a family program?
Well, you mentioned-
it sounds.
You mentioned the president. So, I mean, yes. I can
That's
talk
right.
about
That's true. I gave everyone here a kiss. So please don't report me to the Board of Health.
Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate your knowledge, your wisdom, your leadership, and we can't wait to see what we do next with the Democratic Party. Thank you again, Philip.
Okay.
And as I say goodbye to Philip, our national committee man, also from Ward 8, we say hello to our national committee woman, who is also from Ward 8. So Ward 8 is really in the house. Ward 8 has, you know, I think for the first time in a long time, really made its presence known in the party, but also in elected politics as well. We now will soon have a Ward 8 at-large member on the D.C. Council come January. And so this is just, you know, this is a continuation of that leadership which you are a part of as our newly elected National Committee woman, formerly the Ward 8 Democrats, I'm sorry, the Ward 8 Committee woman. And so you're elevating to another level. First of all, you've been to a number of these type of events. Tell us what you make of this one in particular.
Actually, today was really inspiring. We had Kenyan McDuffie, who had a major race with what they call a JLG, and he was so unified today, and that was so inspiring to me that I even had to give him a hug because his message was so strong in terms of the election's over, the work has to get done, and we have to do it together. So that was one of the things that resonated. And then you had the presumptive mayor to come up and talk about her opponent, who also gave her kudos, and she gave him kudos. It was just a really inspiring that you can see that this party is ready to be united, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to doing as the National Committee woman once you are sworn in for that seat?
So one of the things that I ran on is that I definitely want to reach out to all the ward organizations. I want to be able to carry their message as well. For me personally, it's statehood. Obviously, we are closer than we ever been. I understand with the party just before us, what they've done is to have the blue states. Most of the blue states have signed a resolution supporting the statehood, and so I want to work on that. Obviously, I want to work on making sure that Democrats are elected up and down the ballot this year, because midterm, I don't know if anybody listened to Thursday night, but the shenanigans that this president talked about and how he wants to uproar and just have this election. He wants to make it already a point where people are not going to be able to vote or hold their seats when they win. And so those are the things that have to be on the forefront of our minds and make sure that we educate. That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be educating individuals about what the party is and the importance of voting. And that's what I want to do over the next 4 years.
What do you want to say to Ward 8 voters who helped to elevate you to this seat here? Again, a longtime Ward 8 member on the Democratic Party, former chair of the party for a while as well. Someone who is, again, just well known to the Ward 8 family. Look them in the camera. What do you want to tell them?
Ward 8, I just wanted to say, I want to even hold the mic on this, but
Go.
So one of the things I want to say is thank you, thank you, thank you. You all brought me over 72% of the vote, and without your vote, I would not be sitting here. I want to be able to represent you. I am a Ward 8-Atonian. Anybody had known me and everybody that I talked to when I introduced myself, I'm a proud Ward 8-Atonian, the greatest ward in D.C., and so I want to just say thank you. For putting your trust in me, and if you need something, I want to hear from you so that we can take it to the national party. There's a meeting next month in Texas, and I want to hear from you, and I will be bringing back messages from those meetings so that you also know, because we also need you in this party. It's going to take all of us. One of the things that the presumptive mayor said today, it's going to take everybody. I don't care what side you were on, what slate you were on. We are here together now, and I want to be able to support that. So thank you, Ward 8.
And thank you so much. Wanda Lockridge, everybody, our next National Committee woman on the D.C. Democratic Party.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. So that brings us to a close. Wanda just wrapped us up quite nicely here. We are going to shut this down close to time. We want to thank all of you for watching. We want to thank all of you who will watch the replay of this later. We also want to thank the D.C. Democratic Party for hosting us. We want to thank all of the candidates that appeared on our stage or on our channels, either social or on YouTube. We want to thank everyone, including the voters of Ward 8 who came out and supported their candidate. Maybe their candidate won, maybe they didn't win. But ultimately, you made your voices known. And in fact, our turnout, while still the lowest in the city, it was higher than it's ever been in quite some time. And so what does that mean? We're not in a race against the rest of the city. We're in a race against ourselves. And as long as we're doing better compared to ourselves, then that's the race we want to be in. So I want to thank all of you, the voters of Ward 8, for making your voices known in the primary. Now we got to do it again. We have the general election coming up in November, so we must make sure that we show up for that as well. But the primary is where it's our playoffs, if you will. The general election is the Super Bowl, but the playoffs happen, the division playoffs, if you will, it happens in the primary. And for the first time in a while, Ward 8 did increase their numbers in terms of Democratic voters in the last primary. So we want to thank all of you for doing that. And again, if you are not registered, get registered. Find links on our website at ward8dems.com. You can also see ways in which you can donate. You can also see ways in which you can be of service to the Democratic Party there if you so choose. Thank you again for watching and sticking with us all of this time. Thank you for everyone who talked with us and interviewed with us. And from Ward 5 at, what is this place called? I forgot the name of this place. Oh, it's called Station DC. Thank you. I had to, listen, we've been on with you guys the whole time. This place is called Station DC. It's an event space. It's also a meeting space. And so if you're looking for a space like this over in Union Market, reach out to them. Check it out. It's a beautiful location, Station DC, and thank them for being an incredible host. And again, thanks to all of you.